Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
Right, and that's
And
what her beliefs. Without the Christian worldview, that's what her beliefs inevitably morph into. It's just we're just a chemical reaction.
Their beliefs. Actually, hold up a second. Timothy, can you hold up a second? It's there. I use they, them pronouns, actually.
I don't know what she said.
No, I didn't hear her either. Wait, do you mind repeating that one more time? Sorry, I apologize.
I don't actually use she, her pronouns. I use they, them pronouns.
Were you born female? Were you born a female?
I am, yes, biologically I am female, okay, but I identify as non-binary.
I'm not going to buy into your delusion, and you can't make me.
So if God made everyone the way they are, right, then for instance, I like women, and you'll see me as a woman, however much I try not to. So I like women. If God made me that way, then what's wrong with that?
Okay. Nobody's born gay though.
Okay.
God, come on.
What do you mean nobody's born gay? Did I just come out of the womb and was like, oh yes, I like men?
Nobody's born gay. Nobody's born with any sexual desire. I hope you know that.
Yeah, it's something that you've chosen. Yeah, it's a rebellious act.
I'm not.
Did you choose to be straight, Tim?
It's not that I'm
Are you choosing to be straight?
I'm saying, like, it's the actual study. Nobody's actually born gay, literally.
May I say something, please?
Hold up a second, everyone. Hold up a second. What's your name?
No,
the demon of death wants to say something.
Can I please say something? Okay. You say that we are born without a sexuality, and yes. I see where you're coming from. But people who are part of the LGBTQ community, they go through so much hardship. They get kicked out of their families, and some are even killed for it.
Blah blah blah.
Why would they choose that?
Oh, let me.
Nobody's born gay though. Like, there's an actual study on this.
I'm talking.
Here we go. Now
my bad, Darth.
I'm talking. Okay.
I just wanted to know you guys.
I'm going to start server muting people. Okay. I'm making a point of moderation. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I think you all are aware, those of you who are supportive of the Alphabet Soup League, okay, that the biblical and Christian worldview is opposed to your ideology, okay? Now, because of the Discord thought police, we really cannot discuss our differences because the people who are in the Alphabet Soup brigade will report the server as violating the terms of service. So you can blame your own.
I would like
for
to
the fact
say,
that, would you not overtalk me, please? Now, you have no one to blame but your quote own of the Alphabet Soup Brigade, okay? Because they were the ones when the last time we discussed this, our differences as being reported to Discord for violating the terms of service. So you know very well that the biblical position disagrees with the Alphabet Soup Brigade ideology, okay? So we're done discussing it, okay? We cannot discuss it further because of your own falsely reporting us to Discord, okay?
Thank you, Darth. Thank you.
All right? We are more than happy to discuss our ideological and worldview differences. But because, you see, we don't have Christians or Bible-believing Christians contacting Discord saying, oh, they're spewing hate speech, okay? Well, we can't discuss this because of your own Alphabet Soup thought police, okay, who are going to falsely accuse us.
All right, dude, we get the point.
Yeah, good. So we're not going to discuss that topic anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I wish it was otherwise, but in order to protect our server from false accusations from the Alphabet Soup Brigade, we have to put a kibosh on the topic.
Okay.
That's
I'm totally gonna get kicked for this, but I don't care at this point. I understand that, and that is entirely understandable, but could you please just say the LGBT instead of the alphabet soup brigade?
Could you please not
because-
impose your morality on me?
Double
Oh, fuck
standards?
this, man.
Oh,
He
and oh, look at now. And now you see, these are the people. Where's your tolerance?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to impose your morality on my speech?
You are literally.
Why are you spewing hate?
Why are we
Aren't you
spewing
against, aren't you against hate?
Take her.
Stop trolling,
take her
Darth. You'll get banned.
Let's take her down and report her to the authorities for sexual impropriety. She said she wanted to rape us. She said, "F you, man." That's what we interpret it as.
Okay, now, well, first of all, I have to go in a minute. I have to run an
God.
errand. But
Can I ask you a question to the guy who just was talking?
you're going to have to make it quick because I have an errand I have to run. So go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Doesn't it say in the Bible, "Love thy neighbor"?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
So if people are part of the LGBTQ community, aren't you like supposed to love them equally as your own?
Absolutely, we are. That is true.
Loving our neighbor, loving our neighbor, whomever our neighbors might be, does not mean endorsing whatever particular lifestyles that are in rebellion against God. Okay.
No. Of course. But they who are just talking, I mean, they are just a person, and aren't you supposed to love everyone because that's what God wants to live us?
How am I
Will you please not overtalk me?
How am I not loving
Will
somebody?
you please not overtalk me?
Well, you're accusing me of not being loving. How am I not being loving?
No. That's not what I'm saying. She was asking you a question to just don't say alphabet soup because it's probably hurt them.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt them. Okay.
You see, there's an old line that we learned when we were younger. Maybe y'all should learn this. It says, "Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me."
You know what's amazing? That there are certain people in Western civilization, especially in America, who are beating their chests like horny silverback gorillas, that they're being as bold as lions for their particular peculiarities and their sexual interests. Yet if somebody says something even in slight sarcasm about the stupid things that they say, they turn into snowflakes.
That is true.
So do you,
Do you know how much sarcasm is invoked publicly and privately toward people who hold to a biblical view of life? And we may disagree with it, but we're not snowflakes. Okay. People say to me all the time, "Oh, you're a Bible thumper." Oh my. That is so hateful and hurtful. Why are they being so unloving to me?
I am sorry for speaking over you, but people should not be doing that either. That is disrespectful to people that believe in the Christian belief, and I stand by that. No one should be doing anything like that.
Why should anybody conduct themselves anyway?
Well, hold on, then why did you just a few minutes ago?
Hold on a second. Listen, why should anybody conduct themselves anyway? Why? Because you say so? Or because God says so? Are you God? And if we shouldn't do something because God says so, and you're not God, why should I listen to what you say I should do? Why should I do anything that you say I should do?
Isn't God the one who said, "Don't speak"?
That's not an answer to my question. That's not a answer to my question. Why should I do what you say I should do?
I mean, I personally believe we're all our own
if
gods.
God is not the king of the hill and the creator, and that we should do what God has revealed to us, whether you believe in God's existence or not, then if you don't acknowledge God, that means that at least you don't believe in God and that you're not God. So why should I listen to you when you tell me I should do X? Why should I?
I mean, that's the same as why should I be listening
Why
to
should
you
I
when you
listen
tell me
to
about
any?
your faith?
Why should I abide by any of your moral imperatives? Why should I?
Why should I abide to any of yours?
That's
It's
not an
a
answer to my
circle
question. That's not an answer to my question.
How should I
Didn't you
abide to
just say a
Christ
few
in the
minutes
New
ago that
Testament if he's a
I
man?
and
Because what
others
you are
should
saying,
do?
because
Wait
what
a
you are
minute. Wait a minute.
saying is
You're not being very
insulting
loving
certain
to me right
communities.
now by over talking me, are you? Don't you believe that we should love each other?
You aren't being very loving to me by discriminating against me.
You see what a double
What?
standard these people have? They're living in la la land. Anyway, on that note, thank you for participating. I have to skedaddle. I have a couple of errands to write, but I do appreciate you coming in and speaking your mind. We don't have a problem with that. We just disagree.
Darth had a point, man. The overly sensitive LGBTQ crowd is like, they're like extremely sensitive about a lot of things, but like don't extend the same sensitivity to others.
That's fair. That is
Yeah,
fair.
that's
That
true.
is a very
That is
decent
very-
point.
Yes, and I can agree with that as well.
Well, that was the point he was making.
Well,
but-
that's because people in the LGBTQ community have been brainwashed into thinking, especially the T. The T is the dumbest thing you could possibly even be. But especially people in the LGBTQ community, they've been brainwashed into believing that's their identity. You've said some slight. You've said some slight against them, but there's nothing against an individual when you tell them to repent. Okay, there's nothing against that individual. That person really has a soul-destroying belief. But I don't want to say too much on that.
Can we try not to get the server taken down, please?
Yeah, this is a dumb topic. Can we move on?
Pardon?
Yeah, continue what you're saying, sir.
Who's that?
But by the way, let me just say, and anyone who just said we don't want to get the server taken down, so we won't speak the truth, that's weak Christianity. That's the reason why Christianity is being trampled over in the country, because we're weak Christians.
Before
We don't
you
fight.
What are you
go on,
talking about?
that was
Dude,
Darth.
what are you talking about?
That was Darth. Before you go on anymore.
Okay, did you hear what I just said? That is weak Christianity.
Okay, so take it off with the server mod. Take it up with Darth, not with us.
Okay, I just said that it was weak Christianity. I didn't even
No,
know
it's
who
like
said
that.
it.
That has no substance. What you just said had no substance at all.
I don't need you to try to put me against two people. Like that's irrelevant.
But
okay?
it had no substance. What you said, zero
So
substance.
because it comes from Darth, I have to agree with everything. Okay, really?
No, but if you want to,
okay. So then that means nothing. Your comment. But what I was saying was that this idea is called weak Christianity. This is why the church is being destroyed all over the place. You just give everything up.
Dude, it's not weak Christianity to not have yourself silenced.
I don't need it. I'm working.
Well, you are actually being silent when you say, well, I just won't talk about it. Yeah. I don't want to be silent, so I just won't talk about it.
I mean, it's not weak Christianity. Like, could I just pipe up for a second? It's not weak Christianity to not want. Well, hold up a second. It's not weak Christianity to not want to speak about things that will get a server that you enjoy taken down. That's called just preserving the server so it doesn't get taken down.
Servers people can set up over time to continue to communicate the effectiveness of the gospel. So what's going to happen now is Christians, when they preach the gospel, they're not going to bring up certain things because, well, God forbid, the server gets taken down. You know, we won't preach the gospel. We won't preach something that saves people from sin and hell and eternity in suffering, but we're going to be preserving the server. This is what you said is weak Christianity. Now, if anyone wants to dispute it, that's fine. But that's my opinion. It's not going to change. I think that's weak Christianity, and that's why we get trampled all over. That's why people don't take Christians seriously. I mean, this is why our culture is being run over because we said, no, we just give that to them. And eventually there's nothing. There's nothing at all. I mean, the Proverbs talks about, you know, the righteous that gives way before the wicked is like a spring that becomes polluted. We lose our effectiveness. I mean, we have to stand for something. We can't just give up because, oh my gosh, well, this would be, no, come on. That's crap. That's just weak Christianity. I'm sorry. What is
It
this?
is understandable, but so
I
according to
understand what Darth is saying, and I understand his position. I don't agree with the position, but I understand it. Okay, so the fact that, I mean, this, like, I mean, you saying
hold
that
on,
it's
which
Darth
position?
17
Which
times is
position
not
are we
going to
talking about
change.
here? Because Darth apparently has a lot of them.
I've run one. I didn't hear him articulate that, but I'm being told that that's what he believes, and if that's what he believes, I think that's weak Christianity. That doesn't mean that individuals are weak Christian. I think that's weak Christianity. That kind of give way is a problem, in my opinion.
By the way, did you get that, Tom Rabbit?